Hello Year 2 and welcome to Tuesday's Maths lesson where we'll be looking at lines of symmetry again and drawing the whole shape. So for our warm-up, it asks us which shapes have a vertical line of symmetry. So that means where the blue line of symmetry is, do we see the same on both sides? Are these symmetrical shapes? So number 1, that is symmetrical because it's got the same shape. It looks the same on both sides. Number 2 isn't, because we can see here that that is different when we flip it over onto the other side. How about number 3? 3 is, and so is 4. They look the same both sides of the line of symmetry. So let's complete this shape. Let's see what the children do. Now, hopefully you recognise that the two sides look different. So that is not a symmetrical shape. So we're going to follow along that line. So remember, it needs to look the same. If we've flipped over, where do you think the next line needs to go? Oh, is that right? Nope, it needs to go up to the other line, so that if we were to flip this side over, flip it over onto there, that is where it would land. So it looks the same on both sides. So how many sides does this shape have, and how many vertices does this shape have? It's got 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and 3 vertices. So let's complete this shape, and for this shape we are going to use squares. So there we go. We can see that it goes along 2 lines on the top, so copy that over. We can see that it goes 2 lines down. How many lines does it go across then from this line? Circle 2 squares, but actually we can see that it's just 1, and then up and across another 1. So we can see that this is flipped. Let me show you using this shape. So when we say that a symmetrical shape has the same shape, both sides of the line of symmetry, that means that it's been flipped over like this. So it's not that on one side and that on the other side. It's when we flip the shape over. So it's the same shape, but it's a different side. So that's why it looks the same, but also a little bit different. So how many sides does this shape have, and how many vertices? You can pause the video if you want and count them up. It's got 8 vertices and 6 sides. So you can have a go at question 1 and 2 now if you'd like to. If not, carry on and try at the end. So let's flip over this shape. There we go. Does that look right to you? Have a look at the squares. We can see that it goes over 1, 2 squares before it's got the shape going up, whereas this side it goes over 1, 2, 3 squares before it goes up. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. So it's not exactly the same, even though it looks similar. So how about this shape? We've got 1 vertex on that side, so we know that we need to have 1 over the other side, and notice that it's a square away. So on this side, we've gone a square away to note down the vertex. And here it's pointing out to us that that is 1 square away for the other vertex. So there we go. And adding on to that another square. And then we can draw a line between all of these points. So there we go. So that helps us. So sometimes we can use where the vertices are, particularly if it's a trickier shape like this, and make a note of them on the other side to then join up the lines. So you can have a go now at questions 3, 4 and 5, or all of the worksheets. Now this one you probably need to print out because it will be tricky to do on the computer. If you can't do that, then maybe just on a plain piece of paper, your adult could copy out the shape and you could draw the other side over the line of symmetry. Okay, good luck everyone.